What is up, everybody? It's Water Buffalo Man here, and we're back for another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle free-to-play team building guide slash setup, whatever. We're going to be using the free-to-play Movie Heroes team today. We're going to be going in with the Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan or Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta from the Broly movie as our lead because he's 77%. The Super Saiyan Blue Goku, the base form Gogeta, the free-to-play one. The Dragon Ball Seekers, Goku, and Arale. This Trunks, because he's actually really, really good. And the Great Saiyaman 1 and 2 for support. So that's going to be our team. We're going to take on probably the Videl event, because that's the most recent event. I don't have Videl, so I really don't have a need to be doing the event, but might as well, because it's the newest event. It might not be the hardest, but it's the newest. Let's go with Movie Heroes. Let's see if we can find... That'll work. That's a lead. Because being necessarily that I said these are based off free-to-play teams doesn't mean we can't use really good teammate units or units if you have them. These are just baselines for a free-to-play team. So let's just go in with this team because I think this is probably one of the best teams you could use. Up to this point, Movie Heroes free-to-play was really good. It still is pretty good. I'm going to say that much. I wouldn't say it's probably the best anymore, but it's still pretty good. It's up there in terms of power, especially if you have a proper leader with it. Free-to-play Movie Heroes could use a little bit more. I will say that much. But we don't have any good links this rotation, so what we're going to do is that. Going to give him all of those, and we're going to keep the Great Saiyaman 1 and 2 off rotation because they are our main support unit. The Gogeta with the dodge. I'm trying to showcase more or less the units that are on the team instead of utilizing the friend lead, but since he's here, I'm going to use him a little bit. And since I really don't have a great rotation to run with, to start out, we're just going to go like that and use what we have been given. Free-to-play Goku and Arale are both really, really good. We have probably gotten the best rotation we could physically get to this point right now. So we're going to keep attacking like we have. But the way to max out this team, well, it's mainly to max out this Gogeta. Actually, that's a lie. To max out any of them, you need to be facing a movie boss's enemy, but we do not have that in this event. So we're not trying to utilize their max potential necessarily, we're just trying to show off that they are a good enough unit and good enough team as a whole to get past certain events. So, Movie Heroes is still a really good category. It's not bad by any sense of the imagination. He stacks attack, which is awesome, so he'll gradually get stronger as the battle continues, which is actually really nice. Now actually we get to show off that Trunks, so that's really good. I wanted to show him off a little bit. It's going to be against a intellect type, so he's not going to show out as much as I'd like him to, but he is really, really good in my opinion by looking at his passive and everything that he has going for him. He's a really solid unit, especially on the free-to-play spectrum. I said free-to-play spectrum. He's actually really solid. The only issue that I foresee with him is he didn't get an easy A or anything to make him even better. Which if he would have been probably one of the top tier easy A Movie Hero units in the game. I think he stacks on his supers as well, if I remember correctly. I'll have to look. But I think he could fit up there along the free-to-play Movie Heroes easy A's as like one of the top units. He would definitely surpass the Goku and the Vegeta, if he hasn't already. But let me check that Trunks while I'm waiting. Yes, he does. He stacks attack. His passive is as follows. Attack and defense 70%, plus an additional attack and defense of 50 when performing super. Medium chance of a critical hit, plus an additional attack and defense of 7% per Movie Heroes category ally on the team. Attacked enemies' attack goes down 20% for 2 turns, and all allies' defense goes up by 30% when there's a Tapion on the team. So, the first 2/3 of that passive is active, but up until the additional attack and defense, or actually after, I'm sorry, attacked enemy's attack goes down. From that forward is only with the Tapion, but he gets 7% per Movie Heroes ally on the team, which is everybody, so 6 times 7 is 42%, I think. And then you get the additional 120 attack and defense from the rest of his passive, so he's pretty good. if he would have gotten a easy A or something like that, he can pass on most teams, but he's mainly made for movie heroes. So you can use him on a Vegeta's family team as long as you fill it with a lot of movies heroes Vegetas, and it would pass. But he's gonna get more of his power on a movie heroes team with Davion. And these units are just there because their support and their attack now raised next turn, this turn, super attack level attack by 40%, I think, 30 or 40%. I'll have to look, because I honestly do not remember. Let me double check before I tell you wrong information. It is 30% for the last turn and this turn. So now these guys all have a buff for this turn. They might not survive past the Gogeta on the front slot. I'm not sure because he gets guaranteed crits now. So we shall see. But as you can see, the Trunks had a higher attack stat prior to supering than the Easy Aid Gogeta did. So, I mean, he's pretty solid for being a non-Easy Aid unit. Which he still could at any time in the future. He probably will going down the line. $1.03 million. Not bad. Like I said, he's stacks attack, so he's gradually getting stronger. 297. Let's see what Trunks looks like. 1.08. Not too shabby. Stacks attack again. So he's slightly higher, but he didn't have as many links. You also got to think he had different links active than the Goku or the Gogeta did. That he might not have necessarily had active in that situation, so he didn't get as much power as the Gogeta would have, the Strength Gogeta, the base form one. But the Goku and the Vegeta, the movie heroes leads, the 70% leads, are both still really good units. I have not even been paying attention to my health this whole time. I probably should have, but it doesn't really matter because we just finished it off right there. This team, top to bottom, is a really solid team. There isn't a single, there's a lot of changeable parts you have if you don't have all of these units. I have them all 100%, that's why I use these guys specifically, and they're all really good, and I prefer using them if I get to on some teams outside of the main ones. But it's a really solid team, top to bottom. There's not really any holes in it. You got all your types covered for the most part, and maybe I don't think we had Intellect. It's the only one we did not have on that team, really, which you could put the new Great Saiyaman in there, I think. Great Saiyaman 1 and 2. Let me double check. My cat's just sprinted around like nuts. Let me look. But I think there is a free-to-play Intellect unit. Yeah, actually, technically, he's a free-to-play Intellect unit if you consider him, because he comes from the World Tournament, so he's not really not possible to get. But other than that, I don't know, actually. You could have put Veku in, he's pretty solid. But other than that, there's not really, and then you guys might have like these units done, which you could use on this team. Like, again, it's not, this is what you have to use, this is just a baseline. Like, you guys might have him just not at like 100% or even an easy 8, but you could still use him on the team. It's, again, a baseline. What to go off of, not necessarily you have to use this to be considered free to play. But thank you guys for watching. It'd be awesome if you guys would like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next episode where we're going to be probably mixing in maybe Hybrid Saiyans or maybe movie bosses. I got to see what other teams we have, but those are a few ideas I have thrown out there. But thank you guys, and I will see you guys then.